Welcome, Spark. So what kind of Spark are you? Player? Creator? Or both? The stories yet to be told. The games to be made. Civilizations and societies to be formed. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. Now, how do we begin?
Hey there, guys.
Hey, everyone.
So, welcome to another Thursday stream. I just realized also after I placed all this that we're going to share this level at the end. So, I don't think we use any Coding Archive stuff.
Oh boy.
So, all the stuff I was making, we'll have to get rid of. So, we're starting out.
It does actually use Coding Archives, though, so you're fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my favorite part is made out of Coding Archives.
Oh, you're right. All right, so hey guys, we are doing another Thursday developer stream.
Absolutely.
In this stream, we are going to be walking through the brand new Expressions Pack, which made its way to the Project Spark Marketplace.
Yes.
I just like this blank, just my little bit of OCD.
Really?
Okay. So we're starting out with something some of you saw last week. If you've checked out the video for character expressions for our Expressions Pack, you've probably seen this thing right here. All you do is you hit up on the D-pad to have characters walk out. Then when you're done looking at them, you hit down on the D-pad, and then you hit up on the D-pad again for the next batch, and then down again. Then at any point, you hold down on the, I believe, left trigger, and you zoom out, and you get to see all the icons. So, what we have going on here is... Oh no, that didn't stop.
Zoomed out a little bit too much.
Oh, we took out something here. Okay.
It's all good.
I'm going to have to restart. Anyways, what we have going on here is these are all the different animations that come with this new pack. The new pack has 7 different animation types.
Therex says, please no more zombies. That is fair. Fair criticism.
Alright, in this thing right here, just humans and goblins. We're just keeping it at that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're gonna share this. I believe you're going to need... What was your favorite piece that uses Coding Archives?
You should zoom out or pause and I can show you. So my favorite piece of this whole area is actually the top here of the theater, and it has some interesting Coding Archive pieces.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I used to live in a small town called Orinda, California. Has what I recently found to be one of the top 10 most beautiful movie theaters in the world, and this little bust always it reminded me of that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so if you want to see an awesome theater, so I've been told, and experience, is the Orinda movie theater, and that's really reminded me of that. It's really cool. Keith did an amazing job on this.
Yeah, so what do we want to talk about with the Expressions Pack? Lots of cool things, lots of ways to express yourself in new ways. I think... I see what we did. So I think... Is there anything we want to change here before we upload this?
No, I think we're pretty good. I'm sure Keith would be like, I didn't know you were going to share this. I would have named everything so people could see it. But, oh well. Sucks to be that guy. I guess it's going out like this.
I know. Well, I think I know one...
Nice bullions like WTF.
Yeah, I think I can at least change one thing.
Okay, fair.
I think it stands for with... I can't come up with anything good. Okay, this is better. So now you can kind of control how far back you go.
No, but now they're not animating. Is that? Oh, that's how it's supposed to be then.
Yeah, it's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I can get rid of this boolean.
Cool. Good. Get rid of that boolean.
Yeah, I also don't need this boolean anymore. We're cleaning this up for you guys live on stream, so that the basic thing is we're actually working on this showcase level here, so that when we're done, you can all play around with this, see all this stuff, and actually, if you have the same packs that we have, you can actually jump into edit mode and see how Keith put together this really nice, like really really well done background scene. It's all he used some very interesting perspective changes. You can really get into that back here, but kind of shows how much you can do with the thin primitives. That was kind of the main thing that he used here.
Yeah.
So I think we might be good with this.
Absolutely.
I think I'm going to go ahead and...
Now, as cool as this showcase level is, and we will be sharing it with you guys, I'm very interested to bring another showcase level onto the stream.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
indeed.
let's save and share. You'll see this. Maybe we should change the name a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. We will call this... Express Yourself.
And that'll be shared by Team Dakota.
Yep. So you will find
them.
Express Yourself by Team Dakota. I'm just going to put in a description here. Press up on the D-pad to cycle between. Just giving you some directions.
Yeah.
You want to make sure, everyone who's working on levels, you always want to make sure you have a description. I think most people here know that. Most people do that. But having no description, we have seen it definitely leads to a lot of people not clicking to play your game because they don't know what they're getting into.
Absolutely.
So we're going to do press up on the D-pad to cycle between the different animations. Oh, this is sorry. Also, sorry, the keyboard is going to be loud while I'm typing. You know, keyboards. We like to have the clacking keyboards.
Of course.
And then hold right trigger to zoom out your camera. All right, so we're going to go ahead and save this. We have 109 upload slots.
Yep.
I think
we'll have.
we'll have
make room.
enough.
We'll make room.
Yeah. So, Spew, you can tell your little girl that she has a stage now. This stage is now free and in the wild. So look up Express Yourself by Team Dakota to see how we built that showcase level that we used for the video.
Yeah.
And, so Eric and the Bakery did not need to just give us a shameless plug because the very next thing we're looking at is...
Was a shameless plug from?
the very next thing we're looking at is somehow one of our community members, Eric and the Bakery, within the span of an hour, got up a new gallery that shows all of the different... the different emote animations. We haven't checked this out yet, so this is actually
this will be our first time looking at it. I'm pretty excited. It should be pretty awesome. I didn't know it was frame by frame, step by step.
Yes.
Right? Now
it will be a really cool thing here.
Whoa,
you've made some updates, Mr. Bakery. All right, so we can rotate.
This. Oh, what? Which one do we want to see?
All right, so I'm going to select this. Oh, what? Whoa!
Get out of here.
That's cool. All right, so we have cheer. We have, what's this? Dance. Explain. Okay, so explain's one of those.
Yeah.
All right, hit right bumper to go frame by frame through the animations.
Okay, let's see it.
All right, so.
Oh, wow.
So the cool thing is, this is actually very, very useful. Really, Eric and the Bakery did a great job. You did a great job with this, but this is going to be really useful for everyone who's looking at making statues. This is kind of the quintessential level to go to.
Wow.
See what frame it is that has kind of the best and coolest things going on, and then you'll know. So you'll know this is about after 60 frames it resets. So after 2 seconds, this is a 2 second long animation. So now you'll know that by doing this. Disagree. So like, for instance, let's see. I think we hold to reset.
That's cool. Kind of did a really quick rewind.
Yeah. So like, for instance, you might pause someone on frame 6 of disagree, and it kind of looks like they have their hands together, like really interesting.
Absolutely. Or you can reverse. Right. The other cool thing is you can reverse between 3 frames, right? And they'll kind of do this. And it gives them a little bit of.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit of life. but you can take these as poses and it'll move in between the poses.
Yeah, so like
It's really cool.
frame 11 was a good sort of tough guy, like arms crossed type thing.
I could imagine like someone shifting into that pose after like being selected.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
have give. So let's see.
Oh, I'm very interested in this one.
So like for instance, the first 10 frames of give or the first 13 frames of give looks like he's kind of scratching himself. With give though, looks like frame number 29. No, 30. Frame number 30 is like that's where you pose, or that's where you can freeze your pose to have your character. Yeah, it's on the screen. Have your character like holding out something,
Right.
and stay there.
Really good statue. You could freeze that, rotate him, and then have a giant goblin arm coming out from the ground as like an old statue.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Let's see what else we got here. So we got Greet, I think. Yeah, Greet was already there.
Yep, for sure.
Listen, that's the much more subtle one. So it's the goblins. I really like of all the listens. I like the goblins the most. Freeze. This is a stick up. That is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is really cool stuff. This is very useful. This is kind of the quintessential thing that you want to look at if you are looking to have some sort of statue in your world. So the look around by looking through this, the look around is actually 180 frames, about 5 seconds, or it's actually a bit more. It's to go do a full loop, it takes about 7-8 seconds for that. And I think, it's all alphabetical order even. Wow, this is impressive.
Yes, for sure.
So this is the point forwards. This is the one that makes the most sense for me as something that you can easily do for statues.
Mm.
Like you have a bunch of pointing statues that just are pointing at stuff.
Not ominous at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of stone yetis, stone goblins pointing at a dungeon in the ground. Oh, that'll probably be nice. I'm sure that place will be good.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what else we got here. So we can now rotate again.
Wow.
This is really cool. Really well
Wow,
done.
he has every single character.
Oh, and he has blanks too.
Oh,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
that's crazy.
You got blank characters? Alright, so we're gonna select the Yeti,
Okay, let's do it.
get in there and see this
Wow.
stuff.
That's... Oh.
Oh no, we found a bug.
It's okay. I'm sure.
Eric, we expected perfection after having this pack for 1 hour. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We have... I think someone said no zombies, right?
Yes. Oh, well, aren't you just...
We didn't play around with the female zombie last week, so this is new to people.
Okay, right. Yeah, if it's a female zombie, it's not really a zombie. Of
Yeah,
course.
exactly. The female zombie's a lot more more
What does the female zombie
understanding.
look around? Like, I just want to see the look around on a female oak cower. There we go. Good one.
Yep.
What does that look like as a statue?
Well, it could be like a nice statue of... So the perfect two that go together is you got the point,
Yeah.
and then you have the cower, and those two together sort of make a nice, very debasing looking statue. So cheer. We have Alert.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Agree. Yeah, Alert is a new one.
What does alert look like? Oh, cool.
So this, I could see a fun freeze frame right here
Yep.
of sort of a character's looking around and it freeze frames right there, frame number 20, kind of freeze frames on them, kind of they've looked in that direction.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like the last cut of the Thriller music video.
Yeah, exactly. That would be pretty interesting of kind of splicing some of these together to make it.
Oh yeah, a
dance.
comic. Oh, a dance.
Or
That's an
sure,
interesting-
comic also.
Oh yeah, you could easily make a comic now. Done.
Yeah. So, anyways, great job, Eric in the Bakery. The Gallery Revised has kind of everything you need to know about how all the new animations look like. No emoticons, but all the emoticons you can see in what we just uploaded. So, now we are going to take all that stuff and we're going to actually build things with it.
What? Build things with stuff?
Yeah, so one request that we've gotten from a few different people is a lot of people are asking us about how to build conversation trees.
Right.
Multiple conversation trees.
Absolutely.
So you are given something, you give an answer. Based on an answer, you have different things that'll happen from that.
Right.
So we're going to attempt to build some of that here with the new pack because they kind of really do fit hand in hand with each other.
Okay. New. Definitely new.
Okay. I kind of wanted to go into our Express Yourself and build it within there. Oh, you know what? Wait. I really do want to take this play scene. And what do I need to unlock? Yeah. Oh, sure. I'll unlock Sal. Eric already fixed it also. He already fixed his level that we just looked at.
Yeah, that guy works quickly.
Yeah. So let me just remove a few things. I think it could be cool to have this. I don't know. It'd be fun to have this conversation tree happen on this stage right here.
Okay. Interesting.
Because why don't I throw a curveball like that at us?
Well, yeah, why not? Why don't we just add props to the thing we're going to do? That always turns out so great.
Let me just make sure that was the only playable character. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Okay. The really only important thing that you need to worry about is to make sure there's no other playable character. And I like how Keith made all of these one glued character.
Oh, Eric's leaving. See ya, Eric.
Yeah, thanks
IQ
for
level. That was awesome.
Yep, thanks for that, Eric. All right, so we have you fly up. All right, we're gonna get rid of you.
Good. Yeah.
We're just gonna get rid of all of the characters in here. Start from scratch.
Okay.
Except for the goblin.
Except for the goblin. Yeah, gotta keep her.
Yeah, we gotta keep. Look at her hair. It looks kind of like Predator in a way.
Yeah, definitely. Predator dreads.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, can you select her though?
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Okay. All of that goes.
Yeah, all of this is gone.
And our little hero, if you want to call him that.
Okay.
And their weapons.
So when I'm working on dialogue trees, there's a few different things that you can start with. And I just want to get rid of these guys too.
Because he knows what they do, but I don't want him here.
Yeah, we do not want those guys here. Alrighty, so yes, dialogue trees.
Dialogue trees it is.
There is a cool assembly that everyone should have, which I guess I will type in here.
You might have already passed it.
Conversation dialogue tree. The stuff that happens within this brain right here is it's sort of this is the.
Oh, that's right. Everything's shrunk down.
Yeah. We shrunk it all down because to
made it all bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, made it all bigger because of the primitives we used here. So let's bring this up in size. And she might be hard for you to select if I put her up here. So good luck with that. Let's bring in your main character. I kind of want to keep him small.
Okay, sure.
just to have some fun.
Why not?
Let's just give him a default brain right here. Let's do the third person adventurer brain.
Okay.
What does this look like when I test it? I'm just very curious.
Well, that's not awkward.
Oh my god.
I think I had a dream about this once.
This is scary.
Just like my nightmares.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this actually really makes me want to make a like Jack and the Beanstalk type game.
Also just like my nightmares. This is bringing up a lot of stuff. Okay, can we interact with the person?
I'm going to choose the axe. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
You can't see what she says because we're...
Right, because we're too small.
Okay.
Yeah. This is very creepy when I'm so tiny.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let us...
What's the next thing we do?
Well,
What's the next
scaling
thing
up
we do,
this
Zach?
character. I was going to say, well, first run through it once without...
Okay. Well, with everything scaled up and glued together, we're getting some interesting things.
Okay, now you're just a little small, but we're still good. Okay.
Yeah, we're still good.
That's a very small B button. Hey, traveler.
Which item would you like to know more about?
Which one would you like to know more about?
The egg.
Oh. Oh, it's a surprise.
Oh, great. Thank you for letting me know about the egg. And then you can get it. And then when you get it, a birdie comes out.
A very, very small bird.
Yes. And then I can equip the axe and everything.
Cool.
So, yeah. I look kind of like this goblin here. We could use that for something. So let's say, for instance... All right, let's set the stage. What do we want the stage to be for you interacting with this character here?
So let's say instead of a tiny bird popping out of an egg, let's say that interacts to a goblin. The goblin somehow.
So the goblin pops out of the egg?
No, that we zoom to the goblin and we interact with the goblin somehow.
So, like,
Goblina.
When you...
So the dialogue option.
Yeah, do you want
Sure.
to take over control?
Absolutely. Now that we're in this mess, I will take over. Okay, so Greek player. So let's say, so we see here that this brain is made up of 4 different pages. We have interacted Greek player, that when we interact with it, will activate the brain of the player and move towards Greek player. And in Greek player, we have dialogue options here. When you press these buttons, or if you're on Xbox, if you use the B button, or A button, B button, or X button, we do things. I'm going to get rid of PC controls. I like to live dangerously.
What? Wow, you're like a whole different guy now with
I-
not using PC,
I
like
know.
keyboard mouse. It's
pretty
crazy.
So, we're going to change the egg to a new string. Back one. Can you type in the goblin?
Oops. We'll call it just
Or
goblin.
goblina. Okay. And then instead of displaying... Let's see, instead of displaying goblina, is there any way, or the egg, is there any way to display a different icon? Oh no, because we're already displaying X. Oh, use
Yep.
the PC controls. Okay. So, now what happens, go to @egg. We still go to a page called egg, which we'll leave okay for now. So look at target, we're going to look at something else. We're going to look at this goblin. And then we're going to highlight, but we're not going to highlight that. We're going to highlight the goblin. And then play effects on, not the bird egg, but in fact, the goblin once again. Display, okay. Oh, get that out of there. And then display, yeah, it looks good. And then do we ever call the brain on the, nope, that's good. And so now, test that here. Debugging is always good. Hey traveler, which item would you like to know more about? Tell me about the goblina item. Oh, it's a surprise. Okay, cool. Then we'll say goodbye. So now let's change a few things here. One thing I'm going to add real quickly is a little bit of camera controls to this object. As you can see, the camera's kind of jolty and moving around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So not the third-person adventure, but on the conversation dialogue. I like this, but we're going to get rid of this player follow camera. And we're going to use a call page. So call page is a great way.
Yeah, you want to switch around?
Yeah, I think it might be time. And I'm going to make a new page called camera controls. So in camera controls, what I want to do is I want to have the player, which we set at the beginning of this thing, and add a follow camera to them. And that'll happen every frame. And then I also want to have, let's see. I want to have a very interesting kind of thing to do. I want it so the camera's moving around and looking. So we're going to make a logic cube here. And then that won't have to have any code on it. Real quickly, gonna put this together. Okay, camera controls. Then we want objects and world picker. This guy here, this logic cube. Every frame he's gonna move toward our target with flying at speed 0.3. Oh, got a lot of numbers here. With the minimum distance of 0.1, or very, very small. And then we're going to say look at target. Let's see, copy here, paste there. So now we have a camera that's constantly looking at a logic cube, and our logic cube is constantly moving towards whatever our target is. So we'll say, while on the egg, every frame, the target is going to equal our goblin bruiser, or goblina. And then on here, instead of look at target, we can do the same thing.
I got a question in chat. While you're going over that, I
Yes.
go over conversation best practices.
Oh, absolutely. Go for it.
All right.
We should just talk at the same time. Are you ready?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, are you at a good point?
Oh, yeah. I'm nearly done here.
Okay. So I would say one of the most important things when coming up with, especially if you're going through a conversation tree, and a conversation tree is exploring different conversation options based on character says something, you say something in return, then something else happens because of that. So let's first watch this. Let's see what's going on.
Oh,
So we're
I think I need to call the page a little better.
Yes, you do. The very first thing that you want to make sure that you do is, this might be obvious to some, but before you code anything, actually just write down on a piece of paper or Word document or whatever, write out what you want the conversation flow to be. If this user says that, then these are the conversation options they get. You want to write it all out, because you want to have kind of at the ready what those conversation options already are. Because if you have to kind of change the conversation flow based on new ideas you have, then that can become quite a bit of a hassle, especially if, like, for instance, you're like, well, I want to actually instead say, I'm angry at you in this situation instead of saying, I'm leaving. And now because of that, the person he's conversing with has to now say 3 totally different options. So just make sure that whatever you're doing, that before you actually start coding anything, you have that full conversation flow going.
So there we go. Now we kind of move towards Goblina. We can move towards the axe.
Okay.
Or we can move back towards Goblina. And move back towards our thing here, and then leave our conversation.
So you have a follow camera going on the logic cube right now.
Yeah. And this logic cube is moving kind of invisibly, obviously, towards these different points. It's moving either towards the towards the axe or towards Goblina here. And I guess the one thing you might want to add is I had camera controls here, which is kind of nice, but we can also take it off too. It doesn't particularly matter. And that's just a simpler modifier without camera controls. Okay, there we go. So now we have a nice little camera that we can really control where it's looking at all times. So, we can do a couple of other things. What do you think would be the next thing you want to do for our dialogue tree?
So probably after you say the egg, then...
You mean Goblina?
Oh, sorry. After you say Goblina, then her options, like, she should have kind of give you 2 new things. Like, because you said Goblina, now she'll ask you another question.
Sure. Let's see. What would you like her?
So I've chosen Goblina, and she said she'll ask, do you think she's pretty, or do you think she's out of your league? So those are 2 different string choices.
She's? Or
Yes.
she?
Yep.
Okay. Do you think she's pretty? And then...
I think Goblina's pretty.
Oh, wait. Or do we want 2?
Well, we want to have one option,
Okay.
like, yes, she is pretty. Or another option of...
So how about she says, what do you think of Goblina? Because we have to encapsulate both responses.
Yes, that's true. What do you
So
think of Goblina? Yep.
Is that how you
This is
spell
the
Goblina?
weirdest dream ever. All right, so what do you think of Goblina? Then you can say, then you have two choices to say she's pretty or she's out of my league.
Okay.
And then maybe if, yeah. Also, a nice thing to put in here on this page, and the reason why we also wanted to show the how to make multiple dialogues with this is let's show one of the new emotes on.
Okay, so instead of bottom center, we're going to do bottom left and bottom right. And then instead of A pressed, one of these is going to be B pressed.
Someone said Goblina has her father's face and body.
I think that's our dialogue options.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of saying okay.
Actually, yeah, that's a good thing. Why don't you guys give us what are the two choices that the main character will say when they are asked what's the thing? What's the thing you're asking?
What do you think of Goblina?
Yeah, what do you think of Goblina? So one of them is she has her father's face. What's the second one?
Her father's face. What would be an affirmative? Please, acid. Wow, that's rough. Oh, they're talking to acid. Okay. What would be a good affirmative for Goblina? I really like her hair, right?
Apparently people are talking about shadows, so let's just do she's a shadow.
She is a shadow.
That'd be weird.
She's elegant like a shadow.
I like that.
She's slim and black like a shadow. Let's see. How about...
Cool.
Obviously, his eyes are not all that great. Okay.
But now, can we put onto that character the discussion emote, the new explain emote?
Oh yes. Okay. So while this is happening, while they're saying, instead of emoting talk, we'll emote
Explain on the other page.
Thank you.
There you go. Why is she topless? Hey, goblins don't need to wear
goblins.
tops.
That's not how goblins work. Come on, guys. Obviously. Don't impose your human standards on goblins. That's just ridiculous. Nope. What did that button do? Oh, whatever.
Goblina is wearing
Oh.
some clothes. Goblins, I guess, in this setting are
Let's see. Okay, so
they're genderless.
emotes. What's Goblina gonna do? I guess she's going to be alerted when I hear someone talk about me. I know
Yes,
I'm
that sounds
alerted.
that sounds good.
Okay, let's literally say Zach around me.
Also, let's put above her face one of the new emoticons.
Sure.
That is also not canon. That goblins are genderless.
Are you sure that's not canon?
That's not.
I say it's canon.
No.
I want it to be canon,
Yeah.
Brian.
I mean, slight hint: we may have down the road some further exploration of goblins. So
Display.
we haven't really revealed as much about goblins as you think.
Objects, gallery picker. What emoticon should Goblina be
So
displaying?
exactly, Goblina. I think Rodin Woozy's put it best in chat. Goblina is a female genderless goblin.
Okay. I'm glad that was put to bed. Let's see. Expressions. Should Goblina blush? Drool? Frown? Oh, they're talking about me. Gasp. Grumpy, laugh. Sick, shy. Oh, I kind of like shy. Shy is nice.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Okay. Let's try that. Okay. What would I like to more back? Tell me about Goblina. Oh, one is true, one is
no.
false.
We didn't set this up correctly.
No. Well, does she have her father's face? She's slim and elegant like a shadow. Okay. Let's try that again.
I also think we. Oh, we're displaying the shy emoticon above the person
Ah,
talking.
yes.
And
Above.
we're doing it probably very small, so we probably need to bump that up. to like scale of 5.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay. So what did we do wrong here? A button or screen quest. Where are we displaying? That's displaying correctly. Ah, screen bottom center. You're displaying screen bottom left, I believe. Yep. And you're displaying screen bottom right. Oh, and this is probably the wrong B, and this is probably the wrong A. So this is a really, really hard thing to do for me. I always get confused that these are not when you type in B, you don't get the B icon. I just always select B. It's actually the state of whether or not the button's pressed.
We could just copy it from the other page.
You're right. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I will get used to this controller thing. I swear it. Okay. So, display button. That guy. Over here. That way. Get rid of
Yeah,
that
so
one.
what Zach is doing is there's 2 different versions of the B button.
One is the player. That one is the input for the controller.
Yep.
That's how it comes up. That another one is the image of the button. Okay. So now, hello, traveler. Tell me about Goblina. She has her father's face. She's slim and elegant, like a shadow. I should say as a shadow, but oh well. Too bad. There you go. So now we have a little bit of a dialogue tree.
And then when you
going
hit
on here.
A, did we loop it back?
Yes. Well, we could go back to Goblina and say the same thing, and we'll also be looped back.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, at this point, if this was the end of the conversation, what you might want to do is if that leads to something, I would have it kind of, if you hit A, it also makes some sort of Boolean true, like cute is now true because you said she's cute, or ugly is now true because you said she's ugly. And now, because those Booleans are true or false, based on your button press, you can now have something happen in the world. So, like, when ugly, Goblina attacks you. And that's how you make it so that, because your dialogue option, this Goblin's now attacking you in the world. Or you could do, when you say she's cute, then she runs up and does the love thing and swoons over you.
Right. So there's your basic dialogue tree, and hopefully that kind of helped you guys out. And as you can see, we can do some interesting things here. The emotes definitely help. We have an alerted goblin. We have a little explaining person there. Yeah. And then I don't know if we can make the axe an emote for the axe. We could probably try it. Let's see. What would be a good emote for the player to do while we have the axe selected?
We could have them cowering over the sheer power of the axe.
Oh, yes. Okay, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be... still emoting.
Here we go. Nope. Last page. Go back the page.
Oh, we can have them look toward the axe and point towards
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's actually a good one.
Okay, so let's do point toward, and then... It's not a modifier there. Oh. I have to go movement, turn, movement, no? Oh, modifiers.
Yep.
Turn toward. We'll grab this ranger's axe. And then point forward. So we'll make our forward, we'll go, instead of saying the woodsman, oh no, that'll still work fine. And then we'll have our character cower at the sheer sight. So we'll go into objects, into world picker, grab that guy, and we'll say you're gonna do an emote. Going to make an appearance. Appearance?
Yeah.
Appearance.
Go. Appearance.
Emote. And then emote over here, and then we're gonna have you cower. And then we're gonna have... He's gonna say... Truly. Cool. There we go. So now we have a little bit of a dialogue tree going on here. So one of the things you'll notice, just for, you know, how we're doing dialogue trees, all of the emoting, all of the movement, we're disabling the player's brain here, and we're calling it all from that NPC. So things you might want to do here is like take all objects and make sure they're not attacking the player, all this kind of stuff. You want everything that's happening in this cutscene to more or less happen in one brain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Oh, blushing Goblina. Or shy Goblina, I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. So that is a little bit of how you do a dialogue tree. Hopefully that kind of shows you how that's done. Wow, walking around the stage. Boy, this is cool.
Yeah.
Getting my hands on this. Should be
Yeah, if
pretty
anyone,
awesome.
I really like how that looks like perfectly like a road. If anyone wants to play around with that background scene, again, we did upload Express Yourself by Team Dakota, where you can play around with that background scene, see how it was built.
Absolutely. You have anything you want to add, Brian, to our little emote thing?
Yeah, I want to add on the end what I was talking about with the Booleans of like once you have selected that she
Oh, sure.
like she is ugly, then she jumps down and attacks you. So like actually probably the easiest thing to do is you push a brain on her that just is the enemy brain.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Alrighty.
I won't steal all your glory.
So let's jump back in here. We have everything going on in this brain. And we have, let's see, this is where they just initially talked about stuff. Okay, so this is where we have the Goblin Bruiser. So what I would do is let's see.
You have to switch back to the page.
Yeah. So I would first put this on a new line, and then put a line above it that makes a Boolean true. So let's see, she has her father's face. So this would be what I would call the ugly Boolean. And let's make that a global, because we're going to have it working with a bunch of different things.
Ugly Boolean, unfortunately that art not done by our resident artists, our resident UI artists, right?
Yeah.
Someone else drew it. Doesn't look that great.
What doesn't?
I said someone else drew our ugly Boolean. It's not
Oh,
being
yeah.
shown here. Done on pencil and paper. Got like ink smudges on it.
And you know, actually, instead of switching back to greet player, we are going to end the conversation tree as well.
Okay.
So let's just make this, we're going to call this global cute. And we're going to remove this. And we're going to go back to greet player, see what that does. There we go.
Nice.
So let's see, when...
So how does one end a conversation?
Yeah, so we deactivated the player brain.
Yep.
So all we need to do is just reactivate it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So that is, we're going to go, whoa, we're going to go here, and then we're going to re-add in those lines right there.
Very cool.
So we are going to first make the Boolean true, then activate the player brain, then go back to the initial page. And that is how you end that. So now when this global cute Boolean is true,
Embed them if you want them to happen all at one after the nub.
they should happen, right?
Okay.
Like it should go bam, bam, bam.
Not always. If you truly want to make sure, so this is an interesting thing. If you truly want to make sure everything's executing at the same time, regardless of craziness, maybe you're calling something on another page or whatever, you should embed them. This probably doesn't matter for this, but then you embed that twice.
Like that?
And then and then they'll only execute after the other one has. So if you want to be super awesome sure about your execution order, which is sometimes important, especially for things that we're about to activate, deactivate brains and switch pages, all that kind of stuff, you might want to consider doing that.
So now we are going to do when we're gonna do some page switching. So when we have this ugly, then we are going to switch pages.
Well, how about you just push brain?
Well, because I want to have a separate page where they run towards you.
Oh, okay.
So we can do brain pushing
no
also.
problem.
But I just want to put in here, let's go to the brain gallery, and let's just bring in the default enemy brain here. So we have the default enemy brain happening on page 2 at Seek and Attack. So I want to insert a page in front of that. And now I want to do when started to global ugly. Then I'm going to switch page and then go over here to my text variable.
And this is on page 1?
Yes, this is all happening on page 1.
Okay.
And it should be... I should rename it.
Use the seed search. It'll work. But yeah, up to you, good sir.
Yeah, I'm going to rename this page right here.
Okay.
So and I'm going to call it. And by the way, I always like to put @ symbols before it just because it helps identify what text strings I'm using as pages, which ones I'm not, and also puts them at the very beginning of my text strings. So I'm going to call this one ugly. So this page is going to be ugly. And then we're going to look for ugly. And now we're going to do when started to global cute. I'm going to switch to another page that I'm going to create right now. And we're going to call this one cute. Okay, so with this one, I want to have this goblin run towards you, but it's got to jump over the parapets it's on. So we are going to actually kind of fake that by we're going to start with jumping, just like having jump once, like one hop. And we're also going to have them move towards you. And then we're going to do when your distance
to you.
Is, so we're working with a large size here.
Yeah. Right, you have to remember that this is scaled up quite a bit.
Yeah, so we're going to say probably, I think, 5 meters.
Okay.
Then I am going to do a new emote. I'm just going to keep on doing it. And it is going to be... we're going to have... Listen, like, yeah, I'm listening. And then we're also going to display one of those new emoticons as well.
Cool. And the expressions tag is a great tag to be able to find everything you need.
Yep. Because we have quite a few emoticons, so it's easy to go through it. What's the best one? We're going to do the kiss emoticon.
Sounds good.
We're going to put this
Scale fun.
above. We're going to scale it to 5.
Cool.
And then we're actually going to make this, we're going to put this underneath here and make it an else. So they keep on moving towards you until they're 5 meters away.
Okay.
And I think that's all we need to do on this. So let's test this out.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got our goblin up here, got this person here. Hey traveler, which item would you like to know more about? I want to know about this item called Goblina. What do you think of Goblina? I think she has her father's face. Then, once the emotion's done, Goblina comes down. It's like, how dare you talk about me like that? Then
Obviously, her father was not a very handsome man.
No. Or go up here and say, you know, she looks good. I like Goblina.
Slim like a shadow.
So then she runs towards me, and then
Still attacks. I don't know if that's... How
interesting.
dare you call her a shadow? Obviously, her father was in fact a shadow, or at least had one.
Yeah.
So, brought up bad memories there.
So I have, let's see, Global Cute. And when Global Cute.
They both switched out.
Oh, yes. See, if anyone caught our debugging stream on Tuesday, this is like the simplest things are always there. Like it's always the simplest things cause issues. All right, she's slim and elegant like a shadow. That works pretty well. She's like, come on, come here, give me a little kiss. I know what you said about me.
There you go.
Yeah.
And with that, I think that would be a pretty good... So, as you guys can see, the expression pack does some awesome stuff. The emoticons do a really good job at kind of pinpointing the exact emotion you want out of the players or people you're interacting with. And hopefully you got a little bit out of how to do... what do you call it? Dialogue trees.
Yeah.
I guess the one thing I want to go check, and this is just for me, are the Yetis in?
Or what?
Are the Yetis back in to Eric and the Bakery's level?
That'd be crazy if they were.
I want to check it out. He said they were.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're going to end with some more UGC. Okay, so we'll look up the gallery. By the way, I kind of want us to just see this because it looks like someone also has put up a look at the new expressions pack. That's pretty cool. It's really cool, like seeing so many people go right into it and put the stuff out. This is cool. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Wow.
I like how they run sideways.
Yeah. So we have... Then can you rotate them?
Yeah, right trigger.
Yeah, you can rotate them too. This is
cool.
very cool.
Very, very cool.
Oh, then we have listen. Nice. Look around. Alert. This is pretty well done. This is nice. This is cool.
Very, very cool.
And we are not yet ready to give out info on the next pack coming Project Spark. We will say it's still a few weeks away though.
Yes.
So let's go back.
Okay.
And now let's check this out.
Right. You can see if those Yetis...
38 minutes ago. Alrighty, let's go back to...
I think you might
We
want to
want to go... Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we got our Yeti. Let's select it. Oh, look at that!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. As many times with bug fixing, you fix one and get a little further away from the other.
Here we go. Okay, I think we got it now.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's select. Let's see, so
Nice.
let's end with some Yeti action. So we got the alert animation.
Nice.
Yeti.
Oh, Yeti animations are so great. His face is so cool.
Yeah, and these animations are the same with the Yeti and the Troll. They both use the same rig. So we also have Cower. I like this one, and especially, let's reset it.
Oh wow, was he yelling at that thing? That was cool.
So the cool thing we were talking a tiny bit about in last stream is, so you got like frame like 16. You play this animation for 16 frames, and it looks like this sort of the Yeti like is putting its arm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have, we all know Dance. Disagree is already in there. Explain.
Oh,
So like this one versus sort of the Goblins, like really chippy, fast Explain. Very different. We kind of see the Yeti troll rig is more professorial, more kind of easygoing, slow to move. The Goblins are kind of fast and quick and scrambly, and so. And you know, depending on where you end it, it kind of looks like it's shrugging as well. One of the very first things I actually ever made with the Kinect animation was just a shrug. With like Kinect was a shrug animation when you couldn't do something.
look at that. So cool.
Yeah, it's gonna make an awesome statue.
Yep. Yeah, so that all about do it for us. We are right at the hour. So the expression pack is out. We really hope it helped you guys make some fun cutscenes, fun, different just emotions,
You
things.
say
that
gun? That's a gun?
Yeah, he's holding guns that are pretty small. Like look at that tiny little gun. Tiny little gun. So yeah, this pack, we're really hoping it opens up what you can do with helping your characters express themselves a bit better. The 7 animations we put in there were directly from user requests of things people wanted to put in their cutscenes, things that would kind of help them fulfill stuff they want to do in their world. And so there's a lot of stuff that you'll be able to kind of fulfill with this. And then the emoticons on top of that are sort of filling in the other gaps of when objects are feeling different ways, use those nice emoticons to show this really large variety of stuff going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the drones, for anyone who hasn't checked out the drone, he has some really fun animations going on. So you want to hold the right trigger to show it in action. But the drones, the animations are very fun.
Very cool. Very cool to stop kind of mid-animation. Look at
Yeah.
that. That is so cool. I could just imagine. That could be part of a building, right? You just freeze that at that position, at that animation.
Yeah, it's a good point. Some people, we haven't seen people really use some of these characters as building animations, but this drone, when we were testing around with this drone, we found some really fun ways to make this part of a building.
Yeah.
When it's frozen, it can make some unique structures that other things couldn't make. A very interesting workaround way of freezing a character and making them into a structure, but you know, we make all these objects so you can do whatever you want with them.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, guys. I think with that,
That'll do it for us. Check back with us tomorrow. We will be streaming our big room of developers all playing some of the top recent community creations.
Yeah.
Check us out every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, where we do an education stream. And then every Thursday, where we will either talk through kind of what's going on in Project Spark, talk through upcoming packs, or just have lots of fun.
yeah. Okie dokie, guys. I think we can exit now.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Create your game as you play? Any Spark can do it. Spark, activate the portals.